Okay, how you doing? I'm laying down in bed, just kind of chilling. Excuse me. I want to talk to you. Um, some of you may know, some of you may not. I am the founder of Styrkeforce, close quarters combat systems, and I use a combination of William Ewart Fairbairn and Ernest Emerson and my own boxing skills, mainly, primarily, and I combined them and created the Styrkeforce close quarters combat systems. And anyway, it's a very good system. It relies on weapons a lot, knives, pepper spray, the asp, not so much guns. You know, we do practice with guns, and I'm very efficient with guns. Say we, but every one of my students is efficient with guns. Primary guns we use are 6 hour B226 and the Glock 19 and the HK MP5 in a 22 and a Smith & Wesson M4 5.56 millimeter semi-automatic. But anyway, like I said, we use asp, pepper spray, knives. The fixed knife is a fairbairn sykes, but I personally have a custom-made, I made a video of it, a pattern 1. But you know, like I said, that is our issue. Fixed knife is actually the pattern 3, William Rogers Sterl, which is what the British Commandos, SAS, carry right now. And anyway, getting back to this, excuse me for smoking. You know, like I said, we use Fox pepper spray. It's 5 million skull burn units. The police don't use that. They primarily use 2 million skull burn units, and the reason for that is because if you hit somebody with 5 million skull burn units and they got COPD or bronchitis, asthma, they could die. But that's really secondary to me if someone attacks me. Our knives, we primarily use Emerson's, a Commander, CQC7, the SOG, and the Benchmade Contago. I haven't actually used that yet, but I plan on getting it and using it. But my primary carrying knives are a Commander that I had customized by a friend of mine, Steve the Knife Pimper, and a that's in my pocket, and then in my back pocket I generally carry a Jungle CQC7. Today I happen to be carrying a Emerson Bulldog in my back pocket and a SOG Vulcan in my front pocket. So I you know, switch up every now and then. But I always have my fairbairn sykes with me, the pattern 1. I have 2 pattern 3s, and I never use them. I use the pattern 1 is such a superior knife to the pattern 3, and the reason that they did away with it was really because of the cost, and they needed the brass for shells during the war. But that was, Fairbairn and Sykes' original design, and he was very distraught when they changed it to the pattern 3. He really didn't even like the pattern 2, but he was okay with that because it's had the same handle, but a straight guard. But this is an S guard. But when they did away with his handle, William Fairbairn was very distraught. And I can see why, because after, I'd never handled one, but after I got the pattern 1, it's just so much more superior. Anyway, just a few tips, if you're using your pepper spray, make sure you don't spray into the wind. Flank yourself around the person so you're going downwind, so it hits them and not you. Comes back on you. Okay, and then get out of there. Or if you feel the need, pull your asp out. I carry a Fox asp. You can get the asp, the original maker of it. Smith & Wesson makes a fine asp. But like I said, I carry the Fox asp. And, you can just kick their ass if you want. It depends on what you want to do, or just get out of there, The knife should only be pulled the same as a gun. It's a knife in every country, every state in the world is recognized as a lethal weapon, same as a gun. So if you pull your knife, be prepared to use it, and make sure you are justified in using it, because you will probably go in front of a grand jury. I got motorcycled, not carjacked. I got motorcycle jacked by 3 guys a few years back, and one of them got me in this chokehold, a sleeper, and I felt myself like ready to go out, and I got kind of scared. So I had a Gerber Applegate Fairbairn covert and in my pocket, and I pulled it out and I stuck it in his thigh, and he let go then. And then I turned and did a quick slash across his face, and then I would fight the other guy trying to take the motorcycle. And the funny thing is, I was first in line at the red light, and nobody got out to help me. And there's 50 cars, but to make a long story short, they didn't get the bike, and I ended up stabbing all 3 of them. And it had to go in front of a grand jury, and I did get my knife back, and it was considered justified. But I'm just saying, make sure you are justified. Where the pepper spray, it's non-lethal. The asp is non-lethal. A knife is considered the same as a gun, a lethal weapon. For every 10 people shot, only 3 died, 7 lived. For every 10 people stabbed, 6 died. So a knife wound is more deadly than a bullet, because basically a bullet punches a hole in you, and even if it's a vital organ, they can patch it up. But a knife, it's just because it's the blade, the width of it, and especially if someone knows is even a semi-skilled knife fighter, I mean, you can bleed out in minutes. So a knife's definitely more deadly, and I'm gonna tell you, I walk the streets of Baltimore, and Baltimore's a rough town, one of the roughest in America. And I carry Fox pepper spray, a 4-ounce canister in my pocket, and I carry my 3 knives. I got my Fairbairn Sykes pattern 1, and I got my 2 Emersons or a SOG and whatever. And I am just as well armed as someone with a gun, because I will pull that out and spray you. And if you have a gun, you can't see, because believe me, the 5 million skull burn units instantly shuts down your sight and breathing instantly. Okay, and I'm a tough guy, and I got sprayed with it just to see what it would do, and I couldn't even touch the guy who sprayed me, a friend of mine, and he was just kind of backing up a few steps at a time, and I couldn't even touch him. You know, he drooling. It was, you know, it was an ugly scene. I wish we would have filmed it. We were supposed to, but we didn't that day. But anyhow, like I said, you're just as well armed with pepper spray and a knife and a baton. And I believe the asp is legal. I know for a fact that the knife is legal, not the fairbairn sykes is actually illegal to carry, but the Emersons, the sykes, they're legal. And if you're 18 and older, the pepper spray is legal. So, you know, check us out on Facebook and like us. And I also have a page devoted to fairbairn sykes knives. You know, it's just for people who are into them. And, you know, our Facebook page has got hacked, and I'm having trouble getting back into them, but we are working on it. But there's a lot of good stuff on there already, so check it out and like our Styrkeforce Close Quarters Combat page and our fairbairn sykes page. And my name's Tony, and I just made this video just to you know, kind of introduce myself to you, and I will be making more of them and be doing some knife videos. I got in a motorcycle accident in my hand. I lost my middle finger, and I got a few more operations, but I will be doing knife videos. I've been into weapons for many years. I'm 53 now, and until this happened, I'm still 190 pounds, but I was like 205. I had a 315 bench, and you know, I boxed until I was 19. Considered turning pro, but I didn't. I come in third place in the Tri-State Golden Gloves in 1981, and anyway, you know, we teach a lot of stuff that the military uses, and I think you'll enjoy it. And like I said, go to the fairbairn sykes page just to if you're an enthusiast of that knife and the man who created it. He's what got me into the knife more than the knife itself, was the fascination with William Fairbairn. You can look him up on YouTube, and this guy was 60 years old, tossing Marines 17, 18 around. He helped us develop our special forces. He developed the SAS, which is, in my opinion, the best special force in the world, and even better than the SEALs. And he developed the first SWAT team ever, and the guy was just awesome. So anyway, there you have it, and I will be back with more videos. Thank you. Peace out.